Introduction. Islamic organization in Malaysia began to grow in the 70s. Islamic organizations are directly involved in implementing the Da'wah movement in the country. As we know, each state has many branches of the Association of Yayasan Dakwah Islamiyah Yadim. Yadim also has an important role in the efforts of gerakan dakwah to the community. Besides that, Yadim has 4 divisions in the operating sector at this time to implement dakwah programs to the community. The 4 divisions include the NGO Coordination and International Relations Divisions, the Ummah Building Divisions, the Muamalah Divisions, and the Muda Islam Leadership Kemuda. In addition, Yadim is also great in the use of knowledge tools that is preaching online. In this era of globalization has shown the power of cyber mediums such as Facebook, WhatsApp, and Telegram in transmitting information and sharing. Scope of the study. This study was conducted to ensure the establishment of an Islamic organization in doing da'wah, the strategies used in da'wah, the challenges faced by Islamic organization, and solving the problem of Muslims. Objective: to identify the activities of Islamic organizations. Second, to assist in doing da'wah affairs in the community. Third, to ensure preparation in facing life challenges. Statement. In Malaysia, there are many Islamic organizations, Yadim, Abim, Perkib, and Yadim. Especially Yadim is the only Islamic organization that helps in solving the problem of Muslims and non-Muslims to do a good job as an example of preaching properly. With this, various assistance is provided to assist for the purpose of da'wah, and one of the assistance they given is to providing a spiritual education for the need of religious councils. Statement. In Malaysia, there are many Islamic organizations, Yadim, Abim, Perkib, and Yadim. Especially Yadim is the only Islamic organization that helps in solving the problem of Muslims and non-Muslims to do a good job as an example of preaching properly. With this, various assistance is provided to assist for the purpose of da'wah, and one of the assistance they given is to providing a spiritual education for the need of religious councils. Besides that, the management of Yadim has implemented several important strategies in accordance with the current approach. For example, collecting and utilizing the energy of Muslim scholars, intellectuals, and professionals in brainstorming sessions toward producing an wise thought based on guidance through the Quran and the potential of knowledge for the development of society. Besides that, the management of Yadim has implemented several important strategies in accordance with the current approach. For example, collecting and utilizing the energy of Muslim scholars, intellectuals, and professionals in brainstorming sessions toward producing and one-stop based on guidance through the Quran and the potential of knowledge for the development of society. And lastly, this specialization from one angle actually allows the task and target of da'wah to be focused more systematically, but effort to great agreement and cooperation in mobilizing da'wah against non-Muslims can also be used as one of the additional focuses of each organization.
Research method describes the methods of data collection and data analysis. Usually, research methods consisting of library research and field research. Some research that doing does not necessarily require all sorts of existing methodologies, even sufficient with some appropriate methodology for obtaining the report robust and true research. To obtain the data in this study, the researcher used interview method to obtain information about facts, beliefs, feelings, and desires according to the needs of the research question. Researchers can question respondents verbally and face-to-face or through online. Usually, the main purpose of the interview is to obtain specific information from the target respondent. The interview should be in a manner that can guarantee full cooperation from respondent, uniformity interpreting the question by the second party, the answer accurate and unbiased from the respondent. In Yadim, da'wah strategy is very important in achieving the goals of the organization, by which thus the management of Yadim has carried out several important strategies fit the approach nowadays. The strategy is as follows. First, organize and implement program seminars, forums, talks, workshops, and so on to increase understanding about Islam. Second, publish magazines, books, and other publications for free or sales to promote the goodness of Islam and at the same time brushing aside misconceptions about Islam and also its principle within media. And the last, using new technologies included IT and multimedia information for preaching activities more effective and service which is more orderly and faster.
Establishment of the organization. In 1974, the Malaysian government established an Islamic organization, the Yayasan Dakwah Islamiah Malaysia Yadim. The idea of establishing the Dakwah Foundation was through the efforts of the Prime Minister of Yang Amat Berhormat Malaysia, Tuan Haji Abdul Razak Hussein, to form the Dakwah Movement Coordinating Body based on the needs of the community. This has received an encouraging response among the Muslim community since the 70s, and its existence is also at the urging of the community that year. The trustee body or Yadim is registered under the responsibility of Yang Amat Berhormat Prime Minister Malaysia. Establishment of the organization. In 1974, the Malaysian government established an Islamic organisation, the Yayasan Dakwah Islamiah Malaysia Yadim. The idea of establishing the Dakwah Foundation was through the efforts of the Prime Minister of Yang Amat Berhormat Malaysia, Tuan Haji Abdul Razak Hussein, to form the Dakwah Movement Coordinating Body based on the needs of the community. This has received an encouraging response among the Muslim community since the 70s, and its existence is also at the urging of the community that year. The trustee body or Yadim is registered under the responsibility of Yang Amat Berhormat Prime Minister Malaysia. The purpose of Yadim was established is to coordinate the activities of dakwah bodies or Islamic NGOs in Malaysia in line with national policy. Yadim registered under the Trustee Act, which Yadim is directly responsible for under the Prime Minister's Department. Now, Yadim is under the supervision of Dr. Zulkifli Muhammad Al-Bakri, Mufti of the Federal Territory Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Religious Affairs. Organizational chart. The management of Yadim begin with its first Yang Dipertua, the late Tan Sri Datuk Sheikh Nasir bin Ismail Tun, and was followed by several Yang Dipertua of caliber, namely the late Yang Bahagia Datuk Seri Haji Kamaruddin Haji Muhammad, Yang Berhormat Datuk Dr. Muhammad Yusof bin Muhammad Nur Tan Sri, Yang Bahagia the late Tan Sri Datuk Ainuddin bin Abdul Wahid, Yang Bahagia Datuk Duski bin Haji Ahmad, Yang Berhormat Datuk Dr. Abdul Hamid bin Uthman Tan Sri, Yang Bahagia Datuk Haji Muhammad Nakai bin Haji Ahmad, Yang Bahagia Datuk Dr. Aziz Jamaluddin bin Muhammad Tahir. The leadership will change at each session, and now Yadim is currently led by Yang Bahagia Ustaz Nasruddin Hassan, and his deputy is Datuk Dr. Muhammad Fakhruddin bin Abdul Mufti. Informant background. We conducted an interview session with a president of Rakan Siswa Yadim. His name is Muhammad Azizi Zulhilmi bin Jumaat. He is a USIM student majoring in Syariah Law, Faculty of Syariah Law, 4th year student. He holds the position of President of Rakan Siswa Yadim in USIM and also President at the state level. Furthermore, he is also a Treasurer General of the Supreme Leadership Council of Rakan Siswa Yadim at the national level. He joined the Rakan Siswa Yadim organisation in 2016 when he was a SPM Sijil Pelajaran Malaysia graduate and had been in this organisation for 6 years ago.
Findings of Yadim's organization. I will explain about the SWOT of Yadim's organization. Firstly, strength. The organization chose to deliver the da'wah through comprehensive method towards the community. Preachers need some proper technique and method to deliver the da'wah. That's why this organization aims to contribute not just for Muslim, but also for non-Muslim. Some organizations' participation and engagement in Islamic preaching nowadays indeed play an imperative role in preaching message da'wah towards Islam. The involvement have becoming a main contributor in preaching out to the community about Islam. Next, weakness. Less commitment from the committee in the organizations. Commitment employees who are less motivated will contribute their time and energy to the pursuit of organization goals, are decreasingly acknowledged to be the primary asset available to an organization. Furthermore, employees who not share a commitment to the organization and their collective well-being are less suitable to get generate the social capital that facilitates organizational learning. Next is opportunities. External environment, which is high poverty in Malaysia, lead the organization to growth and help to achieve the organization's objectives. Due to high poverty in this country, there are a lot of NGOs that has been established for purpose to help this needed line. Thus, every organization aim different goals and objectives. The organization Yadim itself portrays good image towards the community and set up to provide services that benefit communities by providing resources and support. Each non-profit organization contribute to the overall growth of its community. As for Yadim, aims overall of the community in Malaysia. There is no discrimination towards any groups, races, even religions. Lastly is threat. Lack of funds particularly vulnerable to financial threats and shocks. This is because non-profit organizations such as Yadim often have less secure income streams combined with often just a few months of financial reserve result in non-governmental organizations that can be perilously prone to major economic shift. Lack of fund management and accountability are two most common problems under governance issues. Moreover, currently coronavirus has triggered a funding crisis for NGOs when they are needed the most.
I would like to present the conclusion. The management of Dakwah in Yadim has undergone changes and current evolution in line with the needs of society in this country. This indicates that management orderly and effective will further accelerate the activities of Dakwah in the community. Special body in among NGOs and scholars is the one of an efforts by Yadim to intensify Dakwah activities for the purpose of Amar Ma'ruf Nahi Munkar. The concept of tarbiyah is one of the most important elements in life. Understanding in conveying the teachings of Islam covers various aspects, whether in the field of faith, sharia and morality. The method of dakwah used covers that aspect that have been described in the Quran and the hadith of the Prophet SAW. There are two concepts in tarbiyah, namely formal and informal tarbiyah. Both of these concepts are very important for every individual to learn and improve knowledge in this world and the hereafter. Therefore, in line with Yadim's tagline, which is "Deliver from me even one verse," is a platform in implementing dakwah work in this country. The programs that have been implemented by Yadim can help provide understanding and increase knowledge to the community. The spirit of dakwah through the concept of media is very important to be implemented to convey Islamic knowledge today. Therefore, Yadim must use this media as much as possible to spread the message to the community. In Malaysia, the spirit of dakwah has always been conveyed through methods either in the form of talks or in other words using words orally or in writing. This dissemination is done with individual or groups of the target group of the community, face-to-face or dissemination through written forms and so on that are appropriate to the times. However, nowadays information technology is growing with the availability of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and so on. Yadim is also not left behind in the efforts to spread dakwah through this information technology. Yadim is actively involved in the delivery of information on Islam and invitation into success of Yadim programs. The information is held through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Yadim TV, website and so on. The dakwah movement carried out by Yadim by providing understanding and improvement of Islamic knowledge adapted to the present times has had a positive impact as well as received encouraging response from the community. Program and Yadim products have an important role in disseminating dakwah to the community. Existing Yadim program and products can also be further varied according to current suitability to the grassroots level and always continuously synergized through the dissemination of a network of collaborative contacts of various agencies or organizations in the country comprehensively.